So we checked into our hostel. It's now been a couple of hours.
Yeah.
We had Indian food after a long time. We were so hungry for it, so we just ended up gobbling every little morsel. But here's where a very interesting journey begins. We are now in Ho Chi Minh City's main area, which is called as Bui Vien or Walking Street. We're actually on the road parallel to it, and this is where we have come to buy bus tickets. So the bus tickets are for a journey that we are taking tomorrow morning, and it's been one of the most confusing and most stressful preparations we have made in recent times. And it's really weird because it's not like we are heading off to Europe, but the stress this has created has just not been pleasant at all. We obviously have tried our best to prepare for it, and we are genuine tourists, so we don't have anything to hide as such because we're pretty open. We always have our itinerary booked with confirmed hotels and everything. So I mean, we are very honest, but what we've been hearing about is things have not been going very well for a lot of people who are crossing this particular border.
So we'll tell you more details on our journey tomorrow.
So we went and paid up the balance of our ticket, got the confirmation from Duong. So she's at this shop called Lac Hong.
And she has been very helpful to us. She's like, whenever we message her on WhatsApp, she replies to us with the correct information.
Yeah.
She was very dependable.
And one of the few people who's just speaking perfect English. And she's not biased based on where her customers are from. Thankfully, we did see a little bit of a pushback or a differential treatment in other shops. So if you're Indian, probably recommend visiting this shop once. Check it out for yourself. See if what they have on offer is worth your time and money. And then obviously the prices are pretty transparent in that sense. You can always bargain to see if you can get a better deal.
So that's all for now. We'll see you in the morning. So come with us on this crazy land border crossing adventure.
Hey guys.
Good morning from Ho Chi Minh City.
So this morning we are standing here on the main street where you catch buses to different places, including border country crossings. So this morning we are off to a new place. At least that's the plan. And we've just it's 7:30 now, and our bus is supposed to arrive here at 7:45. The plan is to head 3 hours to the border and then pass through immigration onto the next country.
And then again 3 hours journey to the main city.
Yeah. So of course you probably already know where we are heading, but we'll give you more updates as we go along on this journey. We are quite nervous because of all the challenges we have been hearing about. We hadn't prepared this much even for applying for Schengen visas, so it's a little crazy.
They gave us some breakfast.
Bread and butter. Buttered bun. It's a croissant.
Buttered bun.
It's a croissant. Those happy faces you saw leaving Vietnam, that was all because while we paid for our bus tickets, I think we may have even paid for a VIP lane through immigration. So we did absolutely nothing more than just stand as a group over there, and within like a minute or so, our stamping was done, and soon we were out of Vietnam. And then after that, we crossed into no man's land, and our bus took us to a restaurant where we had some quick lunch. By then, it was already 12 o'clock, and then this is where things started to take a slightly different turn. By 12:05, we were at the immigration counter on the Bavet border side, which is in Cambodia. And at this time, all of our busmates, who were mostly European, they all were just allowed to sit in the bus. Only their passports were collected, and the conductor took them to get visas on arrival and stamping done. For us, though, she requested us to get off the bus and come with her. She took us straight to the stamping counter, and from there, one of the officers said, "You need to go inside." So we were taken inside to the big immigration hall, and in front of the e-visa verification counter and the stamping counter, we were just made to sit at one of the desks. It was 12:10, and we could see that there was another South Asian couple being interviewed for something, a family in fact. So we figured that's what was going to happen with us as well. We sat there and waited. The officers suddenly seemed to have disappeared. We waited patiently, then that turned into impatience and anxiety and then fear, because the clock was ticking but nobody was there to help us or speak to us. Our conductor was running back and forth trying to get one of the officers to come talk to us, but it seemed like most of them were not even there in the building. Finally, at 1 o'clock, one of the main officers came. He had like all these big medals and stars and things on him. He came to us. It seemed clear then that most of them had taken a lunch break. That's why nobody had come spoken to us. He came, sat in front of us, and then asked for our documents. He asked why we are there. We told him it's for tourism. Then he picked up our passports and e-visa, verified that. He asked for our itinerary. We had prepared a little summary as we normally do, so we gave that to him. He checked that as well. He seemed very curious about what places we were visiting and how long we were spending in Cambodia. And the one major document that he insistently asked for was the flight ticket out of Cambodia. Now, typically a lot of people, especially Western travelers, backpack through this Southeast Asia region, which means they prefer to take buses and land transport crossing borders from Vietnam to Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, etc. Of course, as Indian passport holders, this isn't very easy. Some of the countries have different rules for us, but Cambodia has very similar rules for all of us. While all others did not have to produce this exit ticket, we had to do it. And we had got a reservation on Bangkok Airways out to Thailand for the last day of our stay in Cambodia. So he verified that. He also asked if we had cash in US dollars that we were carrying. We told him that yes, we are complying with that rule. So once he was satisfied with the flights and everything, he started to give the documents back, which is when he noticed I was still holding on to my old passport there. It was in the same wallet. So he asked for it. He went through it and he saw some of our old stamps, including the one from our visit to Cambodia in 2017. He spent a few minutes curiously looking at the other sticker visas also in the passport, after which he was satisfied, and then he asked the officer on the e-visa counter to verify and get us through. He put a little note saying good for 30 days. Our e-visa was quickly verified, and then our passports were stamped, and we were free to go to our bus. Finally, a sigh of relief when we got to the bus. The only thing we felt a little bad about was that while everyone else was snoring away inside the bus in the cold AC, we had to stay outside and all of this in the hot afternoon mess. But yeah, that's what happens.
Gave us coffee.
Ice coffee.
Ice cold coffee.
And she's got a second one because I don't drink.
Mommy doesn't drink. I got extra coffee. I'm here for the second one.
6 hours later, we had finally reached Phnom Penh. Very
count
good.
how many ATMs are there.
You leave the bus, and for your luggage that you had put in the compartment floor of the bus, wish you all a pleasant stay, and please enjoy your stay in Phnom Penh's capital. And for nowadays, our bus schedule from Phnom Penh to some province.
3, 2, 1. So this is our friend Duong. Am I saying it right? Duong. Duong.
You want to sit or you want to stand up?